Hi, I am Sai Subransunath, lecturer in mining engineering. So this is the practical session. So aim of the experiment is identification of rock forming and ore minerals in hand specimen. So this is the practical session. So we will be discussing detail about the physical property of mineral. So the physical property of mineral, you can easily identify the rock forming mineral and the ore forming mineral. So here is the slide. There are 2000 plus minerals have been identified. Few are the native element. Here it is mentioned: gold, sulfur, copper, graphite, and many are silicate minerals also. Some are oxide, carbonate, sulfides. Here you can see some different kinds of minerals also. Pictures are here clearly visible for you. So as I told you, mineral is a inorganic substance, natural, occurring and having a chemical composition and atomic structure. Here you can write about the definition of mineral. Here I mentioned all the physical property of mineral, so through which you can easily identify all the rock forming and ore minerals. So property here: habit, color, streak, luster, hardness, cleavage, fracture, diaphanity and specific gravity. Acid test for carbonate minerals. These are the special physical property through which everyone can easily identify rock forming minerals. So one by one we will discuss everything. So this is the, you can see, internal arrangement of an atom. Here you can see two minerals, one is diamond, another is graphite. Although they have same chemical composition, but they have different atomic structure. Okay. So here it is the habit. Habit means the presence of regular internal atomic structure which reflected in the development of a good geometrical form. Okay. So some minerals it is quite well developed and some mineral it is partially developed. Okay. So different types of habit. Here is quant, granular, elongate, columnar and lamellar, platy mineral habit also there. So here I mentioned the granular habit. You can see the coarse granular, medium granular and the fine granular. All the diameters are mentioned here. You can easily notice different things. Then you can see here, look, the columnar habit, the bladed habit. This mineral name is kyanite, which is showing the bladed habit. Then fibrous, then radiating, okay, then stellated and reticulated. These all are the habits. Then color. Color is due to selective absorption of certain colors, white, and emission of others. So here it is about absorption and reflection of different colors. You can see from the visible length, you can easily identify the behavior. That is very easy to identify different colors. If one mineral is absorbing all the colors, it will look like black. If it is reflecting all the colors, then it will look like white. By this way, absorption and the reflection will help you to understand what is the color of mineral. Here is some different mineral. You can see different colors. Okay, white color, pink color, some golden color, black color. Okay, different colors of quartz you can see here. Okay, here the streak. Streak is the powdery form of a mineral. Okay, streak is the powdery form of the mineral. Some mineral have different powdery form color. Okay, that's why it is important. Here you can see this is the streak plate. White plate is the streak plate. By rubbing, scratching on mineral on the streak plate, you can get the streak color. It is the luster. Luster is the appearance of a mineral in a reflected light. Okay, Luster generally two types, one is metallic, another is non-metallic. Okay, metallic means brilliant appearance of like metal. Okay, and non-metallic you can see adamantine luster, vitreous luster, greasy luster, resinous luster, pearly luster, silky luster and earthy luster. The different lusters are there. So mostly the vitreous luster is very important. Okay, here you can see the metallic luster. This is the main difference between metallic and non-metallic luster. Here all the lusters descriptions are here. So mostly the vitreous luster is very much important for rock forming mineral. You can see vitreous luster means having surface reflection of glass. So you can see, you can imagine some broken glass. That appearance is known as vitreous luster. So different lusters are mentioned here. Then diaphanity. Okay, so diaphanity means the passing of light. Okay, this is very common. Opaque means no light transmit. Translucent means partially light pass through mineral, and transparent means all the light passing through the mineral. Okay, here is the transparent mineral. Then cleavage. Cleavage means tendency of a mineral to break along planes of weakness. Okay, and minerals do not exhibit cleavage, they are said fracture. This is the main difference between fracture and cleavage. Already we have discussed in the theory class. Okay, so here you can see one direction cleavage, that is called good cleavage, two direction cleavage, then three direction cleavage. Okay, and four direction cleavage. And you should remember the amorphous substance do not possess any cleavage. Okay, that is pulverulent in nature. Here you can see the fracture. Fracture, there are 3 to 4 types. One is conchoidal. Okay, conchoidal means when the surface has smooth curves like interior surface of a cell. This is called conchoidal. Then fibrous, hackly, even and uneven. Mostly the rock forming mineral they used to show conchoidal fracture, even. Especially the ore minerals they used to show uneven and hackly fracture. Then hardness is refers to resistance to being scratched. Okay, what is the resistance of a mineral? So this can be obtained from the hardness scale. Okay, so here I mentioned the 10 hardness scale: talc, gypsum, calcite, fluorite, apatite, orthoclase, quartz, topaz, corundum and diamond. Okay, and for some common object I mentioned here: fingernail, copper coin, knife blade, window glass and steel file. By this hardness scale you can easily calculate the hardness or the resistance power of a mineral. This is called Mohs scale hardness. Here you can see the 10 minerals. Then the specific gravity. Okay, so specific gravity is one of the most important property through which we can calculate. So specific gravity, that is weight of a mineral in a air divided by loss of weight in water. Okay, so specific gravity, the most important factor. This factor will clearly distinguish between the rock forming mineral and the ore forming mineral. Okay, so generally the ore forming minerals or the ore minerals having more specific gravity as compared to rock forming mineral. If the specific gravity is beyond 2.85 to 3, that is called high specific gravity. Below that value is known as low specific gravity. So these are all the physical property of mineral. So by seeing, by analyzing, by seeing, by imagining these properties, okay, by utilizing these properties, we can easily identify rock forming mineral and ore minerals in hand specimen. Okay, now we will go to next slide, that is the accessories required for identification of mineral by physical properties. One accessory is strict plate, then magnifying glass, Mohs scale hardness box, pocket knife, magnet for magnetic property. Here you can see this is Mohs scale hardness box, this is trick plate, this is magnifying glass, okay, this is magnet, and this is knife. By using these accessories we can identify the rock forming mineral and the ore minerals.